Okay, so let's get started. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. I am so excited to be here with you all. I don't know if you were part of the 5-day challenge, and if you were, it's been such an amazing week. I've had so much fun coming every day and sharing with you a lot of insights and tips, and really share a little bit also about my personal experience and how I got to do this work that I absolutely love doing. So if you were not part of the challenge, welcome anyway. We're going to be briefly speaking about a few things that we spoke about the challenge. So you can really, I want to reinforce for those of you who have heard this before, and then I'm going to take it deeper so I can really reinforce this information, because I know from my own personal experience how in my own life I have heard so many things so many times, but every time I hear it, they go into a deeper level of understanding, so the implementation happens much more for you. So I would like to start, let me see, where can I put my own camera here? I would like to start by asking you, what percentage of your wardrobe do you currently use? So out of all the things that you have in your wardrobe, it can be either, accessories and shoes, and it mix everything, winter and summer, and everything that you own in your wardrobe. What percentage do you actually currently use? Is it 20, 50, 100, none, all of it? Just make note of this number, and we're going to get back to it later. For now, just make a note of it. And I also want you to think, out of the 7 days of the week, how many days are you walking out of the house feeling fantastic? Like when you are really actually looking in the mirror and saying, hell yes, I am feeling and looking my best, and I'm just going to go and take the world by storm. So write 1 out of 7, 5 out of 7, 7 out of 7. There's no judgment here. You can share with me on the comments as well if you want to share with me. But if you feel that you want to keep it for yourself, do so. We're going to get back to that. But I just really want you to start thinking that there is a possibility there for improvement if the number is not most of the wardrobe and closer to 8 to 10 or above that. So can someone again let me know, yes, if you can hear me, see me, and see the screen? Just one last time. I just move a couple of things around, and I want to make sure you all seeing me and hearing me. Yes or no? I'm gonna second. I have to scroll down, seriously. The challenges of these things. Awesome. So maybe 10% of the wardrobe, 1, 2 out of 7. Oh, thank you for letting me know. 1 out of 7, 2 out of 7, 3 out of 7, 10% of my wardrobe, and only days out of the office. Oh, I know what it is to really feel that your corporate wardrobe is the only one that works, or your non-corporate wardrobe is the one that works. So okay, so keep those numbers there, because we're just gonna get back to those. And thank you for letting me know. You can all see me, hear me, and everything. I just, I've run a few of these webinars, and I always had someone letting me know everything is okay. But unfortunately, this morning, my assistant and a couple of my friends were just not available. So I thought, I don't want to be talking here for over an hour and just be talking to myself. Okay, so with that, let's go back to here. I wanted to share a little bit about me, and you might know me, or you might be following me for a while, but I just briefly want to remind you who I am and how I got here. Those are photos of me when I was growing up. I had this massive passion, excitement. I was so attracted to everything that was related to accessories and makeup. And where I come from in Colombia, it's a very normal thing that women pay special attention to their looks. So I was always staring at mom for hours and hours and hours as to what she was doing her makeup. I was wearing her clothes, as you can see there. And the two photos on the right-hand side is we celebrate Halloween back in Colombia. And then I remember telling mom always, mom will do my costumes. She will sew them herself. And I always said to mom, whatever you want, mom, for me, as far as I can wear a lot of makeup that day. And my mom was very strict. So that was kind of the only day in which, and my mom always cut my hair really short. As you can see on those photos, I was just able to grow my hair when I turned like 14 or something. So I would put on my mom wigs. I used to run around the house putting my pajama bottoms here and then have just the little two legs hanging around my face, just pretending they were my long hair. So anyway, I had this big passion. I always had a big interest. On top of that, growing up, I was very insecure. I felt inappropriate. I didn't fit. From a at 5 years old, I had thick glasses. Not long after that, I had braces. I was way too skinny. I was made so much fun at school because I was just completely a mess to look at. And that was also just a reflection of how I was feeling in the inside. I'm not going to go into all the details, but growing up, my relationship with my parents was very interesting. I put it interesting, in lack of a better word to express that. And I really wanted to express myself, to fully be this woman, little girl, but I couldn't. I was unable to express who I was. And I felt circumstances and how things were developing. I started shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And this photo here that I'm going to share here with you is a photo when I was in 11th year. Which is the last year at high school in Colombia. And that's me under the pink arrow. I then have glasses. I know, probably I have just transitioned into my contact lenses, which was the best thing that ever happened in my life. I don't smile at any photos you can see there because I had braces, so I was always like, and I don't know if you can see the pain. And that is just a reflection of a little young woman who felt ugly, inappropriate, too skinny, too white, to this, to that. I just wanted to disappear. I just wanted to blend. I just wanted to, no one noticed me because I felt so out of place. So even though I had this big passion, and even though in that photo I'm with full my makeup at that time, that it was, I remember, only eyeliner and a little bit of lipstick. I was 16 in that photo. I remember I had spent so much time learning how to play with makeup. And at that time, I was already a qualified makeup artist. I remember I hired this woman who did my makeup for my 15 big party, which is our 21 that you celebrate here, Friday's 15. I hired her at such an early age. I remember working hard to save for that money to teach me. I had such a comprehensive makeup. That was my very first makeup course. And I remember I had spent so many hours of my life trying to fix my eyes with makeup because my eyes were so much made fun of, and that I felt something was wrong with them. So because, they kind of are almond down, and everyone was making fun of me. Plus they were hidden behind the glasses. Anyway, funny story today. One thing I like about my face is my eyes. So anyway, what I wanted to share this is because I get a lot of women saying, yeah, it's so easy for you to say and show up confidently in the world because you're skinny and you're this and you're that. It has nothing to do with how we look on the outside. The most beautiful and perfect women that we see here and we see walking around inside them have a big turmoil. They feel inappropriate. They feel disconnected. They don't feel beautiful. They feel big. They feel wrinkled. Which is an amazing, sad thing to see. And I have seen it with my work. But that's how it goes. And it's a little bit of a sad thing for me because it just reminds me of me few years ago. And not just that, I learned and mastered how I make the most out of my image. I don't wake up anything like this. I wake up like everyone else, pale. I have very dark circles. My hair is a mess. I know, and I have learned how to make the most out of who I am, what colors work for me, what makeup works for me in quick 10 minutes every morning, because I'm all about looking your best but being really efficient. And looking good is part of you raising your vibration, you allowing yourself to be this woman who has that energy about herself just because she has allowed herself to see who she is and has learned how to make the most out of who she is. So that's why I am so passionate about talking about your essence, because for me, this is so much more than just skin deep and the clothes we wear. Even though I completely, truly believe there's nothing superficial about this, I want you to understand that my approach goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And the reason for that is because you are in the middle of, as you can see in that picture in the screen. But before you reconnect with your essence, you get to see who you are as a woman, You get to see your strengths and weaknesses and love them. You get to appreciate the muffin top. You get to appreciate the extra wrinkle, the extra gray hair. I have one in my eyebrow, which is, I know, driving me crazy and sounds funny, but it's not until we appreciate our full essence of what we are, who we are, what makes us us, including the experiences and the mistakes that we made in our life, we are not going to just project to the world a true and authentic story of who we are. So for me, the most important thing through my work, and that is my biggest passion, is helping women embracing that beautiful woman you are today, inside and out. Yes, with the body of a woman who just gave birth, or gave birth to 5 kids, or to 1, or with the woman who just put on 10 kilos, who cares? With the woman who has extra wrinkles, who cares? We get to love, we get to choose if we want to love and appreciate the woman, if we want to be raising our vibration to the point in which we are the woman that is living with fairness, with joy, with happiness. Because I want you to realize how much are you sabotaging yourself and dragging yourself down by just criticizing, focusing on the things that are not working, focusing on the things that are not. I was just checking the comments in case someone needed to say something. So focusing on the things that are not working, or the experiences that are not making you who you truly are meant to be. So this webinar today and this next hour, we're just going to be talking about how you can actually go inside into your heart and grab again that woman that maybe you one day were, or maybe you have never been, but she's there inside of you, that is strong, confident woman who is able to be visible and bold and just show to the world who she actually is there. You just need to give yourself permission to be your best version. So with that, let's get into why I get so passionate about this work. And it's because when we embrace who we fully are, we get to use who we are to get what we want. And I don't mean to say this in a way that we manipulate people. No, it's that you become so authentically you. And I know this word has been overused, but I truly believe there's such value in that word that I repeat it. And it's because we live in such age and time in which we have been doing things because we were led to do things by society, by family. Let's talk about me doing my engineering degree just because my family expected me to do it, plus another 1,000 of decisions and things that I said that I did just because it was expected of me. How much easier my life would have been, or maybe not, but probably yes, at least now I am living a more fulfilled life just because I'm staying so true to who I am, and I get to be me fully. And then I get to use who I am to get what I want. Why? Because I know myself, and because I get to shine my light brightly, because I get to use and optimize my strengths. I get to work on my weaknesses. I get to differentiate myself. And I am not here talking to you today thinking, oh my God, what are they thinking? Oh my God, are they judging me? I am not even worried for a second about that, because if I go there, I'm going to even forget all my knowledge, all my passion, and my message is going to get lost. It's going to be completely lost into the distance. So the point I want to make here is that when you actually allow yourself to use who you are, you get what you want, because you are so unapologetically you that you focus in on what you have to say, on what you have to, the comment you want to make to this person, what you want to give into your clients, what the ideas you have to share into your business or the corporate job that you have, because you're not doubting yourself. You're just fully being you, and you are sharing. God gave you a gift. We all have a gift. And if we are doubting ourselves all the time, we're going to be stopping ourselves from sharing who we are. And how does this relate to style and personal brand? Everything. And why is this my passion? Is because me and my personal experience and the experience of working with so many women along the years on this process have shown me that when you love and appreciate who you are, when you stand in your power, when you genuinely share who you are, success comes to you in the form of a great partner, of a better relationship, in the form of going up in the corporate ladder, in the form of getting new clients, in the form of opportunities. See in you, because you have allowed yourself to see you, and you are sharing who you are. And whoever we're not going to be liked by everyone, and I am very respectful of everyone around me, but I am very unapologetically about who I am and what I stand for. Whoever resonates with me, come to me, please, and let's work together, and let's work on creating the same for you. People who find me X or Y way that they don't resonate with me with love, I say, I'm sorry, but it's okay. So we need to stand into that power in which we actually really allow ourselves to be who we are fully, and we share with the world. Because there's nothing more sad to live disconnected from who you are. And I want to ask you a question. I want you to think for a second. How do you think feeling disconnected from who you are and your actual true desires will affect the results you get in life and your levels of happiness? I want you to say, and even post up the comments, yes, if you agree that when you are disconnected from who you are and what you want in life, that is going to affect the results you get in life. Type a yes if you agree. And the reason why I get so sad about this is because I see so many women, so many of us, yeah, it lowers our results. Like when we are just doing things because we are supposed to, and we're living in this automatic pilot. When I dress how corporate words say I should, when I dress like this woman because I like her, but that's not my style, it does. When I make decisions based on my parents' expectations, when I make decisions, I do this because my husband or my kids. No, we need to be and get into that place in which we actually start making decisions for ourselves, and we actually start connecting. So all this is about is you connecting to your true self, you allowing yourself to be true to who you are, to what you want, to how you want to present to the world, and your clothes and your image are an element of that. But it has a lot of confidence, it has a lot of joy and passion for living, and that's one thing that I am a passionate woman. It's not that I'm always happy. Let's make this clear. My life is not perfect, and I'm not always a bundle of joy. However, I live my life with passion. And I take the highs very high, and I take the low very lows. But I like living that way. I used to live disconnected for so long. And probably I had to go through my divorce for me to be hidden in the face, like smacked around, and how I call it, I had to come back from the ashes like the phoenix to realize that connecting to myself was going to be the most powerful I could do for myself. And that's what I'm so passionate about sharing that with you, because it is possible, it can happen for all of us, and it starts with us making ourselves priority number one of our lives. I thought I had priority number one here, but it seems to be lost. I'm gonna second. Do I have my priority number one? Anyway, so I want to start now by sharing the 3 top reasons why you are holding back from fully expressing yourself. Because that disconnection starts happening when we are just disengaged from who we are and what we want. So we start going through the motions, and we just start being full of fear, and then fear stops us being engaged in life. So the first one is fear of being judged. Oh my God, we women. It's like this photo. I don't know if you girls have seen. Of course you have. It's a cartoon thing in which the woman is really slim and beautiful, and is looking in the mirror, and she sees this fat, ugly woman. And then the guy is this fat and almost disgusting picture they show, and he sees himself as the most hot, handsome, and fit man. We women have this ability to look at ourselves through the most distorted, maximizing glass. We get so scared of being judged, and that scared of being judged is paralyzing us. As I said before, if I start thinking here for a second, how are you judging me? I'm going to completely lose my train of thought. I'm going to disengage from my passion. I'm going to completely and instantly forget who I am. And my message is going to go down. As soon as you start worrying too much on the outside, then you are giving all your power to other people. And then you lose it. Your power goes, your energy leaves your body, and you are left with emptiness. So then it's when you start just getting confused with your own words. That's when you just don't get to get a comment across. That's when you stop yourself from using that necklace, like, oh, no, that is too bold. Or when you say, no, I cannot wear that color, that's too much for me. The second reason is fear of being rejected. Because obviously, if you get judged, and if we are thinking that the judgment we're going to have from people is going to be a negative one, what happens is, think, oh my God, if I'm going to be rejected, I'm going to be left behind. I'm not going to be liked. Then again, what we're doing is putting our happiness and our approval on ourselves and the people around us, not on us. So then what we're doing is giving our power away. And the last one, and which I think is one big one that pretty much is the reason why we do number 1 and 2, is because we are not accepting fully who we are. And that is, I'm very strong about that one. And that's what I make so much emphasis. And if you were with me during the challenge, that's what we focused the first 2 days of the challenge, where we were saying, get to love and appreciate who you are today. Get to understand what is it that makes you you, and you know what, get to love it. As I said at the beginning, from my personal story, for so many years, I felt so disappointed in how life turned out for me in my, let's say the first 20 years of my life. I was so disappointed at how is this life? And I was such a martyr. This is such a difficult, why did I have these parents? Why have I had these dickhead boyfriends? Why this? Why that? Oh, life is so hard. And until the point in which I realized that I had to see myself for who actually I was, because I was not loving myself. What I was creating was people around me who had just reminded me how little I liked myself. So that's what I just always said. Okay, yeah, I just read a message here that says, this keeps me stuck in my business for weeks out of fear of being judged. And I know if you have your own business, or if you are in the corporate world, you just being stuck thinking of how people are going to react, judge, or reject what you say. You're just going to end up not stopping yourself from fully expressing who you are. And then when you're not fully visible, people cannot see you. Opportunities cannot see you. That partner that you're looking for cannot see you. That opportunity of abundance, of money, more of everything cannot see you. So that's what I'm saying. I want you to realize that you holding yourself from fully expressing who you are is robbing you from your happiness. But I want you to realize that you are creating this. No one else is. Your circumstances, no, you're not a victim of your circumstances. And my life was turned around the day I was responsible of that. I realized I have created such a mess out of my life with my thoughts, with my beliefs that were taught to me by my parents. I used to live in such a low vibration of fear and, being neglected and feeling inappropriate, until one day I just had to shake myself. And one day, and let's say this has been repeated like maybe 5 times after that, I had to shake myself and say, okay, this is who I am, and I am going to embrace it fully, and then I'm going to go and approach my world with that. That's what I want you to really get into your head, that if you don't fully express who you are, you're going to continue living a life that is not in alignment with who you actually are, with who you are actually meant to be, and with the things that you allow yourself to have. Then again, how does this relate to style and personal brand? Everything. Because if you're not fully expressing yourself, you're not going to allow yourself to be you, to dress how you want, to communicate how you need to just shine and be visible. So this is completely related, and that's what I get so passionate about this, and this is what I tell to people. Do not tell me that we're going to change here your clothes, because even though that is an element of what we do here and what I do with my work with my clients, this is just an element. We're going to really go through a big, deep, profound, and so fun, so much fun, but it's a big transformation that can have the massive, biggest impact in your life. And I've seen it with my clients over and over again. It's like, oh my God, I got to be the manager of this department. Now I'm going for my own business. Oh my God, I got to start my business. Oh, I found my soulmate. Oh, my relationship with my partner is so different, because the way we see ourselves and we allow to express who we are with the world is going to have one of the biggest impacts that something can have into your life. So with that, I want to just now touch back on into the outer part of things. So creating that effortlessly stylish, confident, visible woman starts only on the inside. And with this, I'm just going to touch into the things we speak about in the challenge. If you join me there, awesome. This is going to be a great reminder for you. If you didn't, then I'm going to be able to take you through some steps that are important. So we started talking about how to express your uniqueness through your style. And I guess what we've been talking about makes sense now. So once you get to reconnect to who you are and how you see yourself and how that idea who you actually wanting to be, you get to dress for that. You get to forget about fashion. You get to forget about what I need to be that corporate woman with white shirt and black jacket. That just kind of really drives me insane, because if that is you, awesome. But if that is not you, what you're doing is not being authentic and genuine. You're just going with the masses. You're just doing what you are supposed to be doing. You get to express your uniqueness through your style. For you to do that, you need to know who you are first. And you need to know how is it that you want to come across to people. But you want to do that in an authentic way. Once we do that, we need to connect to our style personality. It's like everything in life. There is a personality. I have a personality and I have a style personality. When you understand your style personality, shopping, dressing, do your makeup, do your nails becomes easy. I don't know if you heard me saying at the challenge that I had my very pale nail polish. I'm back. I'm me. I've got my purple nails, which is absolutely something that I love. I get to be my boldest self through my, I am not the boldest in all the areas of my life, but with my style, I'm bold. I like big, bright, lots of it, makeup, big, 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 big. I am shy and introverted in other areas of my life and lack confidence in other areas of my life. My image is not one of those. So you get to understand who are you and how you get to express yourself through your personality. Once you understand if you're a natural, a dramatic, a sexy, creative, a little bit more of an earthy type, or if you have 3 of those personalities inside of you, because we get to have more than one, then you understand and shopping becomes easy. And I share this experience, but I shared it before. I get attracted to beautiful little tiny earrings and studs. I used to buy thousands of them, not anymore. I know better now. And I used to buy them because they're beautiful. I will put them on and they will look invisible on me because I am bold and creative and dramatic. So I like big. So understanding your personality allows you to understand yourself better. Sorry about that. And it also allows you to, you get to be this today and tomorrow be zero makeup, shorts and t-shirt. I am the woman. And the next day be super corporate. I have 3 or 4 inside of me, but when you connect to your style personality, you actually get to understand that you are not supposed to be anything. You are just able to be you. And when you are allowed to express that through your image, you start grounding yourself to a different level. Then we talk about the style and image secrets that will simplify your life. And with that, before I get into that, before I forget, I want to talk a little bit more about the balance of feminine energy and masculine energy. Like everything in life, with a combination of black and white, yin and yang, feminine and masculine energy. Women have, I actually love it. I was thinking the other day, I cannot imagine if I was not able to live in a time when I'm able to express myself and to do something I love. But we have gotten to a point in which are living so much from our masculine model, in which we do. We work, we take care of the kids, we do this, we do that, we want the women. And we forget that we as women have a powerful energy about that. And what I mean by that is God makes us women. We are able to be feminine. We are meant to be feminine. We get to use our masculine structures, and with that we get to do a lot, but we get to express our femininity throughout our body, through our clothes, through our nail polish, through my eyeliner and mascara. We get to be feminine and we get to be in flow. And I don't know if you know this, but this is important for you to understand. When you are grounded in your feminine energy, you flow. Things come to you. When you get into the doing, you are stopping the flow of receiving opportunities, receiving flow, receiving abundance, receiving love. I see how much relationships between men and women get affected because women tend to live so much in their masculine, and we need to balance our femininity, especially as women who want to, and who we identify. I live in my masculine a lot as well. Even though I do it physically speaking, my mind is very masculine. I am that high achiever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, punctual. What are the steps? Do. I need to stop myself, flow, meditate, take baths, stop, slow down, to really connect to that energy in which we get to be women. So now I can just mention here those image secrets that are going to simplify your life, because I don't know if you have realized how much time and frustration your image has caused you along the years. You might have been in denial, saying, my image is not important to me. This is an area that is not relevant for me. I have my kids. I have so much to do. How I look is not relevant to me. You might be lying to yourself. And if you truly believe in that, I invite you to look closer, to really understand that your image and how you present yourself to the world, I'm not even going to go again because I've said it already, has such a big impact in your life. But I want you to think of the amount of time and frustration you experience every morning when you're getting ready. I want you to think what happens when you go to the shops and how many clothes you buy that you wear 1 or twice, or not even that, and then you collect them in your wardrobe. And there is a study that shows that women spend a whole year, 1 year on our entire lifetime, choosing what to wear every day. Can you imagine that? And I can say, because I have worked with enough women and talked to millions, that, no, millions is an exaggeration, thousands, that we agree that probably getting ready in the morning is not one of the most joyful things to do. So there's some secrets that we're going to help you make your life easier. And one of them is, as I said, I want you to get to know yourself so well and inside, but I want you to get to know yourself so well in terms of your body. So you need to understand what are the proportions of your body, what parts do you need to enhance and minimize. And I talk a little bit about this on the webinar, but I'm just briefly going to touch in some points as well that are really important. And some of us, that I know, some of them have the price tag on them. And you know why we keep them there? To remind us of the mistake we just made by buying that. And it happens to all of us. Obviously, the more you plan your wardrobe, the less it will happen, but let's get into that now. So you want to understand the balance of your torso and your legs. So like in the picture there, you want to understand if you have a long or short torso compared to your legs, because if you have a balanced body, if you haven't noticed you have either a longer torso and short legs or a short torso, is because you have a balanced body, which is ideal, which is fine. But if you do, you need to know that, because that is going to completely change the length of your jackets and your bottoms and the necklines you wear. So there's so much there that you need to understand. We also need to understand let's say this is our body. Above that dotted line is your top, below that dotted line is your bottoms. You need to understand which parts you need to enhance or minimize so you can balance your body. I am more a triangle like this, so I know that for me to have that hourglass, I need to enhance my torso, minimize my hips. So I said, just quickly think, do I need to enhance my torso, minimize my hips? Do I need to minimize my bum or my bust line or my waist or enhance it? Like, what are the parts of enhancing and minimizing? As much as, yes, I do work with body shapes and give you a specific information as to how to dress for your body shape. I dislike when the magazines try to fit us all in 4 body shapes and expect that is it. No, there's so many variants to that. Your length, your neck length, your face shape, the length of your hair. How are your shoulders? Are they broad? Are they slopey? Like your bone structure, there's so many other variants to that. So the best way for you to understanding how to dress for your body shape will be to understand, do I need to enhance or minimize? And then I'm going to explain here to you how to enhance and minimize. So if you want to enhance, make wider, make bigger, make fuller, more curvaceous, you use horizontal influence. And the horizontal influence can be found on stripes that run horizontal. We all knew that. That is the first photo you see on the left. Hemlines, like in the second photo, enhance that area where the hemline is. So if, for example, I wear those yellow pants with that black top, and that black top ends right at the widest part of my hips, that my hips are already wide, that is going to overemphasize. If I have a large bust and I wear a top that has a black stripe across my widest part of my bust, that is going to make me look top heavier. If my hemlines end at the thickest part of my legs and my legs are already thick, that is going to overemphasize the thickness. Sorry. Belts are also going to do the same. Where if you have a thick belt waist and you wear a thick belt, you're going to make your waist look even thicker. Or even details are zips or anything that has color and create lines will have the ability to wear a horizontal influence. So if you want to enhance a part of your body, make sure you wear horizontal influence. If you need to minimize or make yourself to look slimmer and taller, avoid it at all costs. Then we have the vertical influence. That is the influence that we use when we want to minimize, slims, elongates. So that is the influence we use in those areas that we want to make look thinner and longer. So the first one is, for example, wearing a vertical scarf. So when you wear a vertical scarf, vertical influence slims you because it helps to break your body in different sections. So that's what you do when you wear a vertical scarf, or when you wear a deep V neckline. That makes the area. So as I have here, I have one section of color, one section of color, one section of colors. The necklines are the most flattering for everyone and are the ones that makes us look the slimmest. Same on the third photo. Jacket with a contrasting top. We create 3 sections, and they're very well known by all of us, vertical lines that can be created with stripes, with patterns, with what is the word? Like sections and blocks of colors. So all those parts of your body that you want to minimize, you can use vertical influence. This applies to makeup as well. If your face is really rounded, you blush on a vertical angle that slims the face. You wear long earrings, that slims the face. You have long hair, that slims the face. You have a long face, then you blush horizontally. Then you wear earrings that are not too long, so more like rounded or short. And then you can keep your hairstyle in a shape that has more layers. So by adding layers that are more horizontal, you are with. So this horizontal and vertical influence is so powerful, it's so simple, but it applies to everything. Makeup, your body, decoration, and it's actually geometry. We are balancing. You are doing with your clothes the opposite that your body is doing. So if it's too long, add width. If it's too wide, add length. So it's very simple, yet very powerful. So let me know if this is making sense, girls. Comment on the box and say if it is making sense, how we can play with our horizontal and vertical influence, and also understand that everything we wear creates either a horizontal or a vertical influence, and then everything has awesome that you're enjoying it, and that is really helping you balance in your body. And I am not even touching the tip of the iceberg here. I could actually go on this for like 20 years. Like, there's so much information that awesome, good that you're enjoying it, that I can share. But this is kind of like touching on the basics that you can actually absorb, because I don't want to bombard you with so much information that you get like, oh, I don't understand. So then you can go and implement it straight away, which is my outcome. So we also talk about organizing your wardrobe, one of the biggest topics and fears we have. For many reasons, organizing your wardrobe is powerful, because we declutter. Every time we declutter, we release energy. Remember, clutter has energy that is stuck there, so it's making you vibrate low. Now, when we declutter, we raise our vibration, we open a space and energy for new opportunities. And decluttering your wardrobe not only allows the space for new clothes, which is fun, but allows space for new opportunities. Do not underestimate the power of these things. Plus, in the morning, we don't have 10 hours to stand there. This is not good, this has the price tag, it doesn't fit me, oh my God, I'm fat, this doesn't go with anything. We don't have time to go through that. We need to get organized. That was another day of the challenge. Secrets to a 10-minute morning routine. Get organized. And I know it's not the most fun thing it does sound like hard work, but it's well worth getting your things in place, getting to declutter your wardrobe, get to have at the front of your wardrobe the clothes that actually fit you today. Not when you lose the 10 kilos, not when you put 5 kilos, not when this, not when that, because your body is happening today. You are going to be happy today. You're going to embrace who you are today. And when you do that, the weight will drop, the weight will come, the partner will come, and who said we just get beautiful for that wedding? No, we get to enjoy our bodies, our faces, our femininity, and express them on a day-to-day basis. And as I said before, that's one of the more beautiful energies you want to be vibrating and resonating in. Not in the one that is, I can't be bothered, I'm too busy. If you're too busy for yourself, close down and let it go. Because what sort of a life is that? And I do acknowledge there are women with a lot of responsibilities and a lot of kids and a lot of, too much work, too many things. First of all is, who can help you? Stop thinking you have to do it all. And second is, I'm just telling you, take 5 minutes to just put on an extra lipstick. Put moisturize. I remember one client she has 3 little kids under the age of 2. So it's full on and she works. And she was telling me, putting moisturizer in my body at night is making me feel like a supermodel. And I'm like, I told you. And then she risking to get her nails done once. And she's like, I can't believe it. I feel absolutely amazing. I'm in top of the world. And I'm like, I know we underestimate the power of these things. We make them sound silly, girly, vain. Nothing about that wrong. It's you embracing your femininity, an energy that allows you to flow, an energy that allows you to give yourself love and to receive. So remember, organize that wardrobe and get to see what you own. And you get to see your gaps in the wardrobe. Because what is happening there is, I said this before, but I'm going to repeat it again. Your wardrobe doesn't happen from some art of magic. You need to plan a wardrobe. You're not going to cook a recipe tonight and venture into the shelves without checking what is in your pantry and in your fridge and without a list. You do the same with your wardrobe, but you still expect things to work on its own. You expect that you just buy and then the recipe is going to work. Well, the news is no, it won't. You need to plan it. You need to identify your gaps. You need to have your wardrobe basics in place. And I recommend you start doing a shopping list. What are the gaps in your wardrobe? And I am here giving you my amazing, I can tell you this recipe works because I use it over and over again. Take a photo of this slide. Of, you won't have time to write it down, but take a photo and I will send it to you as well. These are my top basic wardrobe staples and includes winter and summer. Adjust to your lifestyle. Because if you are not in the corporate world or never going to be in X or Y situation, then you kind of, let's say if I say a jacket, then you make it smart casual or very casual. Or if you need it a little bit more casual, then you need a casual. Or if you're going to have all the situations, do casual, smart casual, and dressy. Remember, I talk also about you matching your lifestyle with your wardrobe. If you are always in dressy clothes, have a wardrobe that reflects that. If you're always in gym wear, have a wardrobe that reflects that. However, I recommend that you take it a notch up. The same amount of time that you take putting on a pair of leggings and a top to go to the gym is the same amount of time that you can put in a pair of jeans and a nicer top with a quick necklace. I have done this experiment over and over again. Even when I try to put on my gym wear, take longer because I never done it. So I want you to understand that we get in a rut, we get in a habit. Things that are new take longer at the beginning, but once you reorganize, once you fill your wardrobe gaps, while you start practicing and being creative with how you put your outfits together, while you practice your makeup, this becomes easier and easier and easier, and it's well worth. Because remember, you want to be that woman who allow yourself to be amazing. You want to be that woman who is very well put together. I want you to think of the last time you spent some time, and I want you to think of the energy that was attached to that, how you look at yourself in the mirror, how you behaved, how you walked, how you talk to people. I want you to experience that every day or most days. I want you to really look great and allow yourself to have that energy around you that people go and say, who is that? She's so cool. I want to get to know her. And you get to be imperfect and you get to make mistakes, but you're not going to worry anymore if you're going to be judged or rejected, because who cares about that? You've been you, you've been authentic. You get to bring yourself forward. You get to stop hiding yourself. Because remember, hiding is not helping you, it's not helping anyone. You have a gift to share with this world, and blending with the crowd or the carpet, like as I have so many women saying, there's points in my life when I wanted to blend with the carpet, and I did too, but I was like 12, so that's okay, I got over that before. You are meant to show the world who you are, and you are meant to allow yourself to look amazing. So does it mean we can only use one influence? I got long face, but I like long earrings. No, it doesn't mean that you only have to get to use one. You can balance. So as I said, this is just general rules. I have long face, but I still wear long earrings. So no, not necessarily. It's just that you need to be aware that your face might be looking a little bit longer. So there's things you can do with the eyeshadow, and then make sure the blush goes horizontal. Looking at my freshly manicured hands, oh, it makes me think they belong. I know. It's like so many. I can see the rest. They make me think they belong to someone else. So yeah, I know. It's like sometimes it's like the little things that really have an impact. So are you ladies feeling that you are ready to bring yourself forward? That you are able, that you can see yourself the benefit? I want to know, do you see the benefits of being more visible to yourself and others? Reply yes. I really want to know you are getting the point of this and understanding that this is much more than just the clothes I wear, that is so superficial. I no longer feel guilty for taking time to manicure. I know, that is so cool. That is so cool. And sometimes, oh, I love it. And sometimes, that's the other thing that we as women, oh, what did I do here? That's the other thing, I can't seem to minimize this. Oh, better. That's the other thing that we women get so good at, being guilty about everything. We just get so guilty. So this is what I want to say. So I want you, are you committed to start moving forward, to say yes to yourself, say yes to your dreams, to take action? And it says, yes, I love this. I found it the other day on the internet. It says, because yes is more fun than no. Like we keep saying no to ourselves, and like seriously, I just say it with my clients over and over again, and it's painful how we are so willing to give time invest money, invest time, invest effort in everyone else's but us, and how we just make ourselves our last priority, which is a little bit sad. And I get it. I was there in so many different ways at many different points in my life. However, I have come to a place in my life in which I said, no more of this. I need to become the most important person in my life. And I can share something very personal that I feel very proud about. Like, after I had made so many mistakes with relationships, and after I went through divorce, and I started this journey that's what I call it, the journey back to me. I got to know myself so much better inside and out. I got to a place in my life in which I said, I so know who I am, who I'm not, what I can give, what I cannot, and what I expect with the person who I want by my side, that when I started finally dating after, my traumatic experience with my divorce that almost killed me, not exaggeration here. I remember in this date, I went with this guy, and I had a couple of disappointments with a couple of guys that I met, and I'm like, this is it. This is not for me. For me, love and connection is at the top of my priority list. However, I went to a place in which I said, no, this is it. This is not going to work. So to this date, I went with embracing so fully who I was. And I went to this guy, and I pretty much started telling him all the things that were not so great about me, and all the reason why I thought my marriage didn't work, and all the things that I, in a very, not like furious, just being very authentic. And I said, you know what? And I want you to know that I am looking for a relationship. It was through the internet that we met. So I said, I want you to know that I want a serious relationship. I want to get married again. And I'm looking for a man who will never cheat on me, who will never lie to me, because there were the big things. And I am this person who is willing to give this, this, and this. And I can tell you today, I am about to marry the man of my dreams. I look at him and I have to pinch myself to actually believe a man such as him exists, so perfect for me. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect, but we're perfect for each other. I never thought I was ever going to be happy with a man. I never thought a man was going to respect me and love me. I never thought I was going to feel this supported in life. I never thought I was going to be able to have a business that allows me to express fully. So the reason why I'm so passionate about this work, that it starts on the inside, but also allows you to express on the outside who you are, is because I have lived it myself, and I have allowed myself to really let the world see that. So I want you to really get to understand this is powerful. This is not superficial. This is nothing short of transformational and strong. So I need to check here. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you want to feel more authentic and confident? Do you want to create an image and a style and a presence that allows you to stand out and be memorable? Do you want to feel more in alignment? And you want to be in alignment with who you are, because when you are in alignment with who you are, everything works. Your relationship, your success in terms of money, in achievement, in satisfaction, going to bed saying, what a great day, what a great life I have today. And you know what is the thing I can tell you? Doesn't really matter where you are at today. Your life can be transformed if you decide to. If you decide that you are committed to the process of becoming the best version of yourself. And I can tell you that with full belief and 100% knowing it's possible, because that was me. I have done it myself. And the only reason why I have transformed my life is not perfect, but it's so cool at the moment. I can tell you I'm having a ball with my life. I'm having the most beautiful relationship. I'm having the most rewarding business. I'm making a difference in people's lives, which is my goal. I am allowed to travel. I see my family. I'm closer to them. I'm having fun. I express myself through my clothes. I go shopping if I want to. I am making a difference. I am able to make a difference on poor people. All these things happen. 5 years ago, let me tell you, I was in a completely different place. So I want you to commit to yourself today. So I want you to type yes if you're willing to commit to yourself today, because I can tell you, your image is just an expression of what is going on inside of you. But it is your responsibility to take care of you, to make yourself a priority, and to make the time to do this. So type yes if you are, and I hope you do, because if not, as I said before, you can just turn the kids off and go, because if you're not going to be taking care of yourself and allowing yourself to enjoy this life, then there's no point. I'm just reading quickly while you're ready. Awesome. Okay, so that's as I said, that is just such a powerful thing, and to realize that you are doing this for yourself. that this is what you're doing for you, and if your answer was yes, I would love you to invite you to join me and in a small group of dynamic women who are committed to creating the best versions of themselves. So I yesterday launched my very first group program for this year, and it's called the Visible, Confident, and Stylish Woman. If you resonated what I share with you today, I invite you to listen what is this group about. I am not here to convince anyone to do anything. However, I am here to share with you how, if this is something that is important to you, you can take it one step ahead. So this group program has 8 modules. So we're going to be going through 8 modules that go from your essence. So you really get to know who you truly are. You get to feel more confident and aligned, and you fall back in love with you. Because as you know, that is so important. Then we're going to go into creating the style of your dreams. I'm going to provide for you your unique style, personalized portfolio that is going to tell you in absolute detail what works for you, unique body shape and what doesn't. It goes from makeup to hairstyles to eyewear to underwear, tops, lengths, jackets, absolutely everything. It's online, so you can access it from anywhere in the world. It's so personalized, it's so unique, and you get to get your own personalized style portfolio. Plus we have a module all around the style. We do module 3, shopping and wardrobe fun. I actually truly believe that every single woman can create an amazing style in any budget. I am no one for believing that expensive clothes equal good style. Actually, I can tell you there's nothing further from the truth. So in this module, I'm actually gonna teach you everything you need to know to create a wardrobe that works in any budget and where to go shopping, because I get that all the time. So I'm gonna be giving you a list of places to shop for you wherever you are in the world. And module 4 is about creating outfits. Like, I have learned so much how after we understand our style and colors, women get stuck so much in how to put outfits together. So in all this module, I teach you how to put the outfits together and how to accessorize, which is a big thing for everyone. So I share with you my proven formula to always looking effortlessly stylish, which we all want. Module 5 is all about beauty and makeup. So what are those beauty and makeup routines? The 5-minute technique for you to walk out of the house looking good, the 10 one, and the one more elaborated. Every single woman needs to know how to do her makeup and how to treat her skin, and taking into consideration the background, the skin, and the age. The other thing that is important with your style is, I get that a lot, but I turned 30, I turned 40, I need to be appropriate for my style and my age. We're going to look into that as well. Then we go into module 6, being bold and visible, because remember, you can have it all together, but if you haven't passed that point in which you allow yourself to show who you are with the world. So we work in this module into helping you being your confident, most beautiful self. Then we go into your feminine power for module number 3, because I want you to be organized and in control of your life. So I teach you how to just get these techniques under like in every single possible amount of time. So how can you organize your life so you have time to fit and live your life in a feminine energy where you flow, as opposed to being that robot that go from one action to the other. And remember, when you connect to the feminine energy, you're going to increase the success in your life, and it's so powerful. So in this module, I share my management techniques and time management techniques, and I help you to reconnect to that feminine energy, so you live from a feminine flowing energy, and you allow yourself to represent and bring out that femininity. And the last module, we bring all the elements together and we create a stand out personal brand and presence, so you can be authentic and confident from the inside out, and you can be seen as that expert, as that magnetic woman that is there and is going to be seen by opportunities, by success, by next career promotion, by the new clients. So so how it works is an online group program. We have 8 juicy learning modules, 8 action-oriented workbooks. So you are going to get every week the module, the workbook, and we get 8 live calls. So we get together for a live call for 90 minutes. I present some information, then I go into Q&A. Those calls are going to be always recorded. So if you cannot attend live, you will have access to them. Plus, if you're not going to be able to be live, you can send me your questions before, so I make sure I answer them. But on top of that, we create a private Facebook group for only this intimate group of women, where I'm going to be answering your questions, and you're going to have a beautiful community of women who are going through the same journey as you are. And I can tell you from my experience, being part of big group programs and small group programs, the community is so cool. You get to understand that what you're going through, everyone else is going through that. Plus, you get my support in answering all your questions. And the best part of all this is you get lifetime access of this program. So because you get access to the modules, the recordings, and the group, you will be able to redo it. And if you're not able to do it live, which I have had that in the past, you get to do it at your own pace or redo it at your own pace. So this program is going to be sold at $13.98 Australian dollars, and that's going to be the price in which I'm going to be launching this program. However, which is an equivalent of 1,000 US, because of the special early bird price, because of the people who joined the challenge, I'm going to have 5 days when I'm going to be offering this to you for $9.98 Australian dollars, but I also have a payment plan option. So all I can tell you here is either you take action or not, with me or not. I want you, if you committed to do something for yourself, do something. This group, I can tell you, is a fantastic opportunity for you to be surrounded by a very cool group of people, to be doing something for yourself. Something that is really important is that, remember, we tend to get all excited and say we're going to do things for ourselves, but we end up not doing anything because life gets on the way. What this program is going to do is going to keep you accountable. So week by week, I'm going to be there holding your hands, asking you questions, making you happen. I have people from the challenge telling me, oh my God, so much information, I can't wait to implement it, and they never do. So this program is going to take you to that next level in which you are committing to yourself. This is your opportunity for you to stop looking at other people from the sidelines, getting their lives, putting their lives together, putting their style together, putting the financial situation together. This is your opportunity for you to say yes to yourself. So as I said, and I have another amazing special bonus. So the early bird price is just going to be for 5 days, $9.98 Australian dollars of payment plan, and I have an added very special bonus just for you girls because you joined me on this challenge and this webinar, and I'm going to send on top of that a private hour with me. This bonus is just going to be available for the next 44 hours. So if you purchase now, you get the price of $9.98, and on top of the beautiful 8-week program that is going to be so much fun, you're going to learn so much, you're going to get a private hour with me that you get to use either before the program or after the program. And as I said before, like I am all for getting women to stand out, to master themselves, to make the most out of their lives, either with this program on your own or working with me on a one-on-one or whatever it is. That is my commitment to you. That is my message for you. If you feel this resonated with me, as the photo shows there, I'm with my arms open, and I could not wait to get you to be part of this group because, as I said, this is my passion. This is what I love. This is so much fun. And I can tell you the program I have created is so amazing and rich in content. And it is at a very amazing, unique price. Never seen before, probably will never be seen again. I am doing this because, you know what? I've been getting a lot of people telling me, I cannot afford you one-on-one programs, but I really want to work with you. Is there any way you can create something that is more affordable? And I thought, well, I am going to do it. I am going to do it. This year is a big celebration year for me. It's my wedding. It's my 40th birthday. And I thought I want to do something where I can offer so much and I can bring on board these women that have been wanting to do something for themselves at a price that is very special, with bonus that you cannot say no, but only if you are committed. Only if you are committed to yourself. Only if what I said resonates with you. And as I said, this might not be for everyone. You might not be called to work with me. Do something for yourself. Do not let these aha moments you had today pass. Make sure you, so everyone is saying they're ready to make a commitment to themselves. So as I said, you need to make it happen. This doesn't happen for Art of Magic. So I'm just going to quickly show you how this works. So I'm going to go into my chat and send the link to the page where you can, let me know if you can all see the link that I sent there. So this is how it works. You go to wownow.albagomez.com.au/group special. So you're going to have some more information so you can read in more detail. And please let me know if you can see in the chat the link as well so you can directly click. So you're going to scroll down where you can see the first option there. It gives you the option to buy now. So if you press that button, so you can choose if you want to pay in full payment $9.98 or in a payment plan of $278, and that is going to bring you to this screen. So on this screen, this is very safe, completely secure place to play. You enter your details and you press pay now and complete order. That takes you to this next screen where you enter your credit card details, pay and finish. And with that, you will be logged in, being part of the first group of women who are gonna make themselves a priority number one. And I wanna ask you, are you ready to create an exquisite, unique, and genuine expression of yourself? And if your answer is yes, as I said, I'm here with my arms open, happy to have you on board, to help you, to keep you accountable, and to share everything I know in a setting that I know is going to be so much fun. It's going to be not just what you learn from me, but what you learn from your other friends that are in the same journey as you. I want you to really find out who you are and how you can make it bigger, bolder, brighter, happier. You are not meant to be anymore sitting on the sidelines. And I want you to be able to make yourself priority number one. And I can tell you, working on your style, on your image, on your presence is not only going to have you having a more joyful life, it's always and only going to bring success, happiness, and you really reassess your life. So you go for your goals with passion. It's going to have you being noticed. It's going to allow you to show and share your gifts with the world. So make sure, I'm going to check the comments to make sure you can see, if you can see the link. Can you see the link, lady? Yes, you can see the link. Oh, okay. So I have a few more minutes. Do you guys have any questions about the program? Are there any comments that you want to make? As I said, my passion here is to just really share who I am, what I've learned. I've just started. Well, probably I didn't share that before because I'm not too much for doing that. But I want you to know that I am a professional color analysis. I am a professional shopper. I am a professional image consultant. I have done extensive studies in body language, first impression, and personal branding. I am an engineer with more than 14 years experience in the corporate world, and I have brought all my professional experience, which is valuable, I'm not going to say no, but also my personal experiences and my personal development. I can tell you just in the last year, I have spent over $50,000 on my personal and professional development. And this year, I'm already, I have organized for myself, I already going to invest over $70,000 on that, because for me, growing and learning is my quest, is my mission, and because I know that if I don't have someone pushing me, seeing the best version of me, teaching me, and I'm also on top of this, I'm a coach, and I have just rejoined my coaching training program from this year because I want to go for the advanced track. I want to be my best version, and I want to be the best version of myself for me, but for my clients, because I am here to really wanting to share all I know and all I've learned with my clients. So love your work, Alba. Let's start this journey. Awesome, awesome. Yes, you have the link on the chat. So as I said, ladies, you just have to make sure that you are making a commitment with yourself. That's all I want from you. Working with me on a group setting, on a one-on-one, I just want you to do it. And if you have questions, please do feel free to send me an email. I'm going to tag my email as well here in case you have questions and you don't want to make them public about the program, about anything. Oh, that is wrong. It's info. I missed the .eu. .com.au. I want you to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. As I said, working with me or not, decide to do something for yourself because it's your life. And like me, at some point in my life, I find my life was passing through and I was not taking care of myself. And one day I said, no more of this. If I create such big mess, I'm going to take time to do it for myself. So sending you all my love. It's been an amazing week. Like, I have learned so much about me through doing this challenge and this webinar. It's been so much work pushing through my illnesses and all these fears. It happens to me as well, but I have learned so much. And one thing I've learned is also that when you have a goal in your life that you are absolutely passionate for, you go for it without stopping with fears, without stopping with difficulties, I had the idea of launching this group 2 weeks ago. And I made myself make it happen. And I am here launching it. And I have had a ball creating it. And I have had the most amazing time having the feedback from you girls. So as I said, this, with all my love that I have brought this group program to you, if this resonates with you, I am more than happy to have you on board. Once you register, I'll be getting back to you straight away with your pre-work and the information. I forgot to say, The calls are on Saturdays, Western Australian time, 9 a.m. and they start the 11th of February. So we're going to have the calls weekly. As I said, the modules will be released the Monday. So then by Saturday, you're going to be able to have your questions and we're going to go into much more depth. If you are not able to attend the call live, it will be recorded. The Facebook group is there for you to ask all your questions. We start Saturday, 11th of April, 9 a.m. Western Australian time, 12 p.m. Sydney time, 2 p.m. New Zealand, and that will be 8 p.m. of the Friday, 10th of February, in Eastern States, what is the thing? U.S. Standard Eastern States and Colombia. So if you go to the page, all the information is there. If you have any questions, please do let me know. I am so excited to get you started on this journey. If you are ready, I am here for you to give you my all. So looking forward to talking to you all very soon. Mwah! Lots of love. Bye.